apatıda.
Hello and good evening, everyone. We're just waiting for the other participants to join in. Interim, let me just start by saying Happy New Year to all of you. Hope I'm loud and clear. I would love it as a very, very closed discussion, and it's absolutely open. You can ask as many as questions that you have. And we'll start with just a very, very short introduction of mine. I represent a company called India Market Entry. My name is Malobika. And my team and everybody is striving hard so people can understand and know more about SmartyKids. So basically, SmartyKids, it's an abacus chain. It is pretty popular. And obviously, my colleague Ayan is kind of putting in all the text on the chat box. Please do introduce yourself. Would love to know who you are, where you're from, and what is the expectations that you have for this particular discussion this evening. And we can start maybe in a couple of minutes. Interim, I will just showcase one of I would say, testimonial, which has been given by one of our teachers who has been a part of Abacus SmartyKids precisely, and already been an Abacus teacher as well. So just allow me a moment while I just kind of play that. So I was just able to get her video on Instagram, so apologies for that. But I would love to share that and hope it gives you a lot of insight.
That perspective, it motivated me कि I should go with SmartyKids. So that's what is, it keeps me excited, like, learning new things, implementing, and, the end result, what it is going to be, how children can be more happy. And about SmartyKids, the main purpose was technology. I had previous experience of Abacus, but it was, more of paper and pen work. And children used to get really very exhausted. So here there is, online platform. They have more colorful books. And plus on the screen where, they just have to, for the visually, actually, when we are talking about intellectual development, they know they have to just look at the sum and do it. Here they don't have to, stress on other things, keep the books tidy, keep the sums tidy. No, it is going to build their skill. So from that perspective, it motivated me कि I should go with SmartyKids.
I hope it was really inspiring and insightful as well. We have more and more people joining in this evening. So let me just set some ground rules while the other people are joining in. So in the initial discussion, we will have it open. I will run you through a short presentation to tell you more about SmartyKids, to let you know what exactly SmartyKids has to offer, what kind of a curriculum that we are using at the moment, and how you can implement at your learning center. You may be a preschool owner, you may be running I see a champ has also joined in here. Hi. And we are looking at people who are looking to start entrepreneurship, maybe just, from their home. It can be just you are running already a after school center or a coaching center for that matter. So it is, I would say applicable and implemented by all. Okay. As we have more and more participants joining in, we would request you to type in the chat box who you are, where you're from, and we would love to interact with you and open the platform. So we will just kickstart the presentation now. And let me know if you have any questions, anything that you would like to know. You can park your questions. We can address you at the later part of the call. I have disabled the mute option wherein we have, stress, noise-free discussion this evening. And then we can later on, we will allow you to unmute yourself, address whatever questions that you have, and we can take it forward from there. Thanks, Simarpreet, for typing in there. All right, you're a teacher. So we have mixed bag of people joining us today who are teachers, entrepreneurs, people who are looking to start their own journey of Abacus, so on and so forth. Okay, so just to kickstart, what is Abacus, or rather, what is SmartyKids? SmartyKids, it's an international brand. And just to let you know, this is started, or rather, the parent company is based out of Bulgaria, Russia. It has a lot of, I would say, franchising centers. It has a lot of individual centers as well. But this particular presentation will talk about what SmartyKids has to hold for you, what is there in the store. And this particular webinar is hosted by Notral Trainings, which is an India Market Entry Initiative, wherein I and my colleague represent this company who are already part of this call as well. So coming back to SmartyKids, how it is different, why it is different, what is the USP if you have used Abacus in the past, how it is different from any other Abacus centers which is currently running in India. We'll talk about this in the later part of the call. Now, you can just type in your queries in there. How many of you already know Abacus? And have you been trained Abacus in your early years? Are your kids going to Abacus classes? I would love to know the feedback and the observations that you have taken and used by this far. Now, one specialty before even we move ahead that we are introducing, or SmartyKids has a specialty of introducing of two categories of Abacus, which is for the early years, which is the preschoolers, which is age 4 to 7, and then 7 to 12. So you will have two set of books, which is individually designed, specially designed, age appropriately. We'll talk about this again later part of the call. Now, this brings us to the poll. Now, the poll, please, I would love all of you to participate because we would love to know your intake and your inputs in here. So I just let me launch the poll in here. You have to really bear with me. I'm just kind of trying to launch the poll. Here you go. So you're able to see a question on front of your screen which says, what is the biggest challenge you see in children maths learning today? There are options: lack of focus and concentration, fear of math, low confidence, difficulty in mental calculation, low student engagement in class, parent dissatisfaction in results. I would love all of you to participate and share your honest opinion, what exactly that you feel, because it will help us to design the entire presentation and catering to your exact concerns and which is the pain point. You can be a parent, you can be a teacher, you can be a coaching center owner, you can just purely running an Abacus center. Anything of it, we will address it one by one. Last 10 seconds, please. I would request all of you to participate. I have only 6 people who have participated by far. So we are having a competition between fear of math, low confidence, and low student engagement in class. But that's a challenge pan-India. I mean, you'll be surprised it's a challenge of engagement issues worldwide, not only restricted to Indian education system anymore. Last 5 more seconds. I request you, all of you, to participate and your valuable inputs in there. Okay, great. So we'll just end the poll here, and the tie is between fear of math, low confidence, and low student engagement in class. So that's about it. Just a moment. There you go. Okay, so let's proceed further without delaying. What exactly abacus, or how exactly SmartyKids can help you to tackle this. Okay. Now, in India, there are certain things that I'm sure all of you know, all of you are kind of, I would say, resonate, all of you are experiencing at the moment. And also in the education industry, in India, it is especially very unorganized. There are no set government rules, there are no set protocols that you're supposed to follow. Anybody can be a budding entrepreneur, anybody can just offer anything. But trust me, over the period of time, what I have observed being in the education system for a long, long time, and I'm sure you will agree with me that the quality of offering matters. The quality of education, the curriculum, the system, the structure, everything plays a very, very vital role. So when you're starting your own business, it is important to evaluate the specific chosen. First, there's certain Reiki which has to be done by you. As an entrepreneur or as a teacher, you're supposed to know few things before even you kickstart your any business for that matter, not only Abacus. So what is the growing market? So in growing market, we talk about just a moment, yeah. We talk about the current trends, the current competitions, and how typically India is shaping up in terms of growth, education, and offerings. Now, there is a steady in crisis. What is the demand versus supply is always a challenge. By the time you understand what is the demand, a new product, a new thing which is coming into the picture. So you're just tackling day by day, and it is a steady crisis what we feel. Apart from that, the education in the family expenses by crisis and budget of the majority household. And this is a report backed by research that has been done in 2019. Where is a high margin? There is a no investment in large quantity of goods and expensive equipments. The low cost services allows you to obtain high income. Low investment business. These are self-explanatory terms, and while we move ahead, I will love to answer if you have any questions pertaining to the slides that I'm displaying on my screen at the moment. Now, coming to SmartyKids. This is an international brand. This is an international abacus and mental arithmetic education system. Now, when I say abacus and mental arithmetic system, very few of us are, have the understanding that mental arithmetic is equals to abacus. No, it isn't. So mental arithmetic is a very, very broader term wherein it can have any kind of abacus or any kind of Vedic maths, any kind of practices, any kind of brain gym that you are currently doing. And abacus is one of the method to improvise and day by day learn more. What we have to offer is it's a structured abacus learning, which is missing in most of the abacus centers that is currently running in India. We have made it very, very intense, gamified based, instruction based, and thematic lessons plan. This is one of the reasons that the students or the kids wants to come back to the classes every time, because we have designed a theme. I'll talk about that again later. So it's a theme-based program that we go step by step to make sure the students are engaged, and whenever they are coming, they're learning something new, they're learning something innovative, they're learning something interesting, which holds them back. And you as an educator, entrepreneur, teacher, it helps you to retain the student for a longer duration, which is a challenge, and I'm sure every one of you face that on a day basis. Now, in SmartyKids, we have more than 350 plus centers worldwide. Our presence is more than 11 plus countries. We have 20,000 children enrolled globally, and there are 1,000 international trained educators. It is a proven methodology adapted by all of our Indian centers who are currently functioning. Now, Abacus, when it started its journey, it has, it started from Japan, it went all the way to Germany, then India. It just kind of went all over the globe. However, over the period of time, it is improvised time and again. So there is a quick tip, or rather information. Abacus was something, the first abacus is the human calculator. So now how we actually kind of, I would say, resonate to this, because we have improvised the techniques which has been started off in the early years, in the early centuries, and how we have come the long way. What we have done is we have, in Smarties especially, the curriculum is research backed and it has a proven concentration, attention, which helps your left and the right brain synchronization. Now, in the early years in a kid, when you start off as a human being, your tend to the left side of your brain to be more active. As and when you get exposure to education, knowledge, understanding, especially creativity, then your right brain gradually picks up. Now, abacus helps you, or any kind of a mental arithmetic or mental gymming helps you to enable your right and the left brain development. And there are certain videos I would love to share, if we connect post this call. There are certain students who are able to write parallelly with the same speed from the left and the right hand of theirs, which is amazing. Even I can't do it, and I'm sure a lot of you can't too. But again, coming back to the point, so hands-on abacus learning, which is obviously, it is a lot of physical engagement that we take care of, a lot of visualization to make sure that kids are engaged and they're able to imagine how typically the mental math arithmetic is. So initial at the stage, we use the tool. Then the later part, we just, kind of do it in the mind. So it's more of a mental. And then obviously gradually as you progress forward for the levels, you learn more and more. But what and how it typically helps you, these are the pointers, these are the circle if you see, which is the confidence, independence, speed and accuracy, logical reasoning, and of course, memory and visualization. These are all very, very critical part of abacus. Now, how and what we are doing differently is the games which replace the drills, which is very, very interesting. Because if you just teach abacus simple with a pen and a paper, which we saw in the earlier part, so people who joined in, you missed out on a couple of videos that we played earlier. So there are a few testimonies from our past partners who have done abacus in their early years or in their businesses as well. It was very, I would say, dry, very theory based, and nothing practical, nothing colorful, nothing theme based. So for the kids, if you set up a theme, why these cartoon networks, why this animations works wonder for kids? Because their imagination and their grasping power on visualization is way too more rather than graphics or rather black and white. So we have made it a point. I will show you the books and how typically it looks like, how the gamified card looks like. These are colors and with a lot of, I would say, imaginations and research that we have put across to make sure that the kids are able to relate to them, and obviously rewards to build the motivation. You always have to reward and recognize the kids, and just a simple pat on the back. Hey, you did a good job. Hey, you solved this. Hey, you go, you got a chocolate. So this rewards kind of builds. And we have built-in stickers, which actually rewards the students as we progress in the levels of abacus. There is obviously story-based, story-backed, which creates a lot of emotional connection for the students. So moral, or rather bottom line, the children, they stay engaged and teachers deliver with ease. So as far as the children are coming back to the classes, they are engaging in the concept and asking questions. It helps the teachers to deliver with lot of ease, which is difficult at times though. Now, in SmartyKids, we have designed several levels. And trust me, folks, this is one of our best USP that we have. We have got feedback from parents. We have feedbacks from teachers. I will not name any of other our competitors, but we have got genuine feedback of people that we come back to you again and again because of the structured level that we have designed. Now we have 7 levels. SMARTY, as the name says, Smarty. However, we have level A and level A2. So typically for anybody to finish 7 levels, it takes ballpark 3 to 4 months, depending on the vacations, holidays, etc., for them to kind of complete all the levels step by step. Now you cannot skip. Say, for example, a kid who has been already learning abacus in the past from any other, maybe just a freelancer or any other academy for that matter. When they come to Smarty, they ought to start from level S, because these are all interrelated, and everything, if you see, it has been specified from basic to advanced, what typically and how typically it looks like. So for the S level, we will just introduce abacus the tool, basically, how to use it, how to play around with the beads, how to, understand the components in the calculation and the roots, etc. In the M, we proceed with skill development. A1, we go ahead with calculation techniques. A2, again, habits and techniques with a lot of gamification. R, T, Y are the advanced level, which is taking care of the manipulation of abacus, divisions, and negative decimals, etc. So in T and Y, you mostly get interacted with decimals, fractions, etc. That's for advanced. Now, coming back to the USPs that we wanted to talk about is about Smarty and why Smarty. So obviously, apart from the gamified, well-structured, designed abacus, we have Olympiads. Now, these Olympiads are something which all the parents fantasizes that my kid will go in an international Olympiad, or my kid will shine or outshine in India if we're having a pan-Indian competitions. So we are about to kickstart our pan-India Olympiads as well. As of now, it will be virtual. Later this year, we intend to have at least one Olympiad wherein the parents can come with their respective wards and participate in this. Obviously, there will be a lot of, I would say rewards, recognitions, funds, learning, experience, everything would be a part of this. Now moving to the next one, which is the training. Again, this is one of the very, very interesting USP. So when you sign up with SmartyKids, the trainings are done by the master trainers. When I say master trainers, means they are certified abacus trainers worldwide. Everything, is taken care by India Market Entry Group in India. However, the training, the onboarding of the content and the process is centrally done by the team based out of Europe. The reason being, they have certain techniques that they want to make sure that you are able to impart the quality education, which is one of the things which will help you to sustain in a long run in any business for that matter. You will have a lot of trainings, ongoing trainings. If there are new products, new services, new features are getting launched, obviously you get cross-trained on this. These are a few pictures for you to see and witness. So we attend the world's largest education fair and collaborated with the leading experts in the field of continually improve our product. So these are some few pictures of our Smarty team folks back in Europe. This I will showcase it to you live. I'll demonstrate the platform for you to understand. This is Smarty Universe. Now, apart from this, so I'm just reiterating what we have learned so far. So apart from SmartyKids, your structured plan, apart from the special exclusive training, which is organized and done by the master trainers, third is the Smarty Universe. The Smarty Universe is an add-on additional digital tool. It's a gamified tool. It is not app-based, it's web-based. Now, this has been designed for the students to actually explore, and I will showcase that to you later part. And this has unique characters, a lot of original cartoon movies which kids can watch unlimited. Although you think that they're watching movies, but they're learning something which is really relative and important for their academic progress. Coming back to complex storylines, so from the first to last sessions, children travel through a space. So Smarty is basically this boy with this wearing the Superman. Now, Smarty is starting its journey from S level. He's going to explore different space time travel that they're doing. And the kids are helping them step by step to achieve and move ahead in their journey. It has a lot of gamification, which obviously I will display to you again in a while. Now, who can implement? Coming to the most interesting question of the evening. If you are a preschooler, you're a daycare center, you're learning at tuition, learning hubs, activity, after-school centers, independent tutors, existing abacus centers, upgrading global standards. If you are any of them, or if you are just aspiring to be an entrepreneur or aspiring to start your own startup. Now, I would say something which is a catch, and please pay attention to this. We are not offering any kind of a franchisee for SmartyKids. It's a books model. It's a retail model, which I will explain you how typically on the commercials bit. Now, this can be, I would say, mingled with any other business if you're already currently running. Because if you are having a franchisee or if it's a franchising offer, there are a lot of times you will come back to me and say, hey, I have a conflict of interest. I cannot have two businesses running on the same roof, so on and so forth. So because it's not a franchisee, that actually is one of the key thing, or it has helped us to have business in SmartyKids in full swing in India. Now the investment part. So what you get. So the investment starts from 90,000 rupees. What it includes is a free teacher training of 42,000 rupees, which is 20 plus hours of certified international training by SmartyKids Grandmaster. We have a Smarty repository, which is a lifetime access with tons and tons of lesson plans, a lot of 100 plus activities, a lot of tests, demo lesson plans, parent presentations, which are converted into paying students. So it's not that a one-time, onboarding happens and we are done and dusted. No, it's not going to happen like that. We want to make sure as a partner, you are as successful as we want you to be. Now, starting from, say, if you have a challenge of how would I counsel a parent? What would I say? How am I different? What would I say? Why SmartyKids? These are the questions which a lot of partners come back to us and ask because it's a first timer they're getting exposed to any kind of abacus business. So, or I would say any kind of edupreneurship. Then we are there to help you to understand and tackle these. And coming back to what actually that you get high quality of books. I will just share it once I stop sharing my screen. Now, these are 45 high quality books printed at Thompson Press. So it's actually 45 set of books. And each set has one workbook and one textbook. So one book that you're supposed to do at the classes and once they use once they go back home. Of course, there is no franchisee fee, there is no royalty, and there is no term contract. So there is no strings attached, I can say, which we have to offer you today. Now, request you all of you to scan. I'll give you a couple of seconds here to scan and book your free lessons, which is one-on-one. You can understand the center level implementation and start your onboarding and training as well. So I'll just wait for maybe 30 seconds while I just have a sip of water, while you can scan and you can register for a detailed one-on-one discussion, candid conversation that we can have around your questions, and we would love to answer those. And of course, I have a couple of other things to showcase and what exactly and specially we have to offer you today, because you're the special guest of our new year, the first Not Roll training, the first official Not Roll training that we're having today. And we'd love to offer you some special gifts once you are associating with us. So please, without delaying further, kindly just use this scanner code, and it would be taking the questions post that. And do we have any link wherein they can sign in, or maybe just use that as well?
Yeah, I have shared in the chat.
Okay, great. That's fantastic. So I can't see the chat though. All right, so we can stop the presentation here. If anybody needs the QR code, please feel free to ask me again, and I would love to showcase it to you. All right. Now, before even we get into and jump into the Q&A session, I would like to quickly show you how typically our Smarty universe looks like, because that's one of the product that you can actually use. Just a moment. I'll tell you, sometimes digital life is a mess. Okay, here you go. All right, so hope you're able to see my screen now. Now, this is Smarty Universe. This is a new, fresh, updated version which we have launched specially for India. Now, this is typically can be managed by any of your partners. However, okay, don't get too excited. Now, this is not part of a mandate purchase. This is an optional. You can sign up. If you can't sign up, it is absolutely up to you. However, if you are proceeding and associating with us, which I wish to, and then you definitely have a 1 month of free trial for all the participants who are joining in today. We can have a 1 month of free trial for all of your students for them to experience this platform. Now, I will not get into too detail of it. However, just give you a quick tour of this. Now, we have the main page. This is the dashboard. It has the scheduler. Typically, you can schedule and you can choose your classes and everything there. You can add lessons of which day, what you want to do. I have added a couple of students in here. Apologies, my internet seems to be a little sloppy. Okay, I'm still waiting. And you can keep your questions ready, though. You can keep your questions handy. And I would love to, kind of talk about those questions, apprehensions, any concerns that you have. Okay. Nope, it doesn't work. Just a moment. Let me just refresh it.
Meanwhile, Malobika, can we showcase the books, because that is something the important aspect.
Of course, I'm just sipping a water. I'm back. Oopsie doopsie. Let me just try one more time if this works. No, it isn't working. Okay, we'll come back to that just a moment. Okay. So I'll just showcase the books that I was talking about. Now, this is very, 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 very critical. Why? One of the reason being, in India, parents love tangible things. In India, we all are. I mean, I am a parent too. I love that, what is it that you got for this money? So what is it that you have in terms of your offering? Now, if you see, okay, it's blurred. So this is the activity book. This is the activity book. This is printed at Thomson Press. We are official partnered with them, and this is an exclusive, I would say, partnership. And the reason I'm specifying that, because of the quality of books. If you see the texture, this shine, and the colors. These are the colors. These are the, come again, here you go. This is the activity book. I have another book to showcase, which is the textbook. This is supposed to be, kind of done in the classroom. So we have used a lot of colors just to make sure the students are engaged. Sorry, it is blurring out. Yeah, hope it is visible now. These are few chapters that is there. Now, the kids' favorite, the most exciting part is the journal. There you go. Oops. Okay, yeah. So this is the Smarty Journal, which is one of the most exciting part for the kids. And these are the books they're supposed to use. Okay, so we have the avatars and oops, yeah. We have created those wherein the kids can actually use this. And we have a lot of stickers for recognitions for the students to use it, so they can pick one and stick it on their journal, which is the most important and exciting. I'm really sorry, Lakshmikant. Can you see now? I'm sorry, it's just blurring out. Yeah, is it visible now? I hope everybody can see. Give me a thumbs up if you can. Okay, so these are the stickers. So you can just remove each of them and then, kind of stick it on the journals. So these are the most exciting part of Smarty. So the books, the journals, the flashcards. We do have a lot of stuff that we have kind of, I was stocked up for, say, the welcome kit. If you want books, bags, everything is available. But yes, today what we are promoting and what we have to offer is the books. And of course, the flashcards and the stickers are part of the deal. Let me just quickly see if my Smarty Universe is acting better. Isn't it? I mean, it just happens when you really want things to work and it will not work. Okay, lucky me, it got offended though. Okay, so I'll just quickly display on and share my screen to show you what and how typically Smarty Universe looks like. So this is the dashboard that I've seen. I've just kind of showcased it to you. And this is like typically I have created, test accounts for you to showcase. These are the students. You can just add students from here. You can just move the students. So basically, in terms of navigating purposes, in terms of you being a teacher, a busy edupreneur, entrepreneur, it's very simple and very, very stress-free, I would say. These are classes that I've created, and these are the games that you have and the kids get exposure to. So we have 3 bifurcations. However, for India, we have just launched the mental arithmetic, and you would have mental counts, columns, multiplications, and flashcards, and of course, a virtual abacus too. We have the task generator, wherein you can actually have the task that you can say, for example, you have done addition today in the class, and you can, create a question paper or a questionnaire for assigned or aligned with the class that you have taken today, and you can just share it with your respective students. Also, you can print it out. So if you see it has a printing option as well, so you can create those and give a handout in the classroom. So anytime that you want to conduct any kind of examinations. Coming to examinations, after every level, students are supposed to go through formal examinations. And you as I was a vigilator, you would have the access to create those question papers. Of course, we have a lot of samples in there. And those are absolute technical things that would be part of your training, which we will conduct. So now I open the door, or I would say open the floor for the questions that you have today, and I would love to take them. Let me see if it allows me to unmute yourself. Yes, please. I think you should be able to unmute yourself and ask me any questions that you have, anything you would like to know, anything you want to revisit. Also, if it was too fast, anything that if you're missed out on, let me know. Yes, I have a question from Champ. Yes, please. Yes, Champ 2681133. Please unmute yourself and let me know what's the question for today.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
Ma'am, I really love your platform, SmartyKids. I really love how the way it teaches us, and I have no queries. I will definitely join the class from tomorrow.
Oh, that's fabulous. Where are you from?
Ma'am, I'm from Kashmir.
Oh, wow. That's fabulous. And you take abacus classes?
Yes, ma'am. One or times.
Right. Uzma, you want to say something? Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yes, Sham, go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. 1 to 2 times, but I was not that type of good. Like they don't teach us the way you will be teaching us, and I love the way you teach us the workbooks and the abacus and everything. I love about it.
Oh, that's fabulous. See, we are actually getting a feedback. No worries, Uzma. So we was actually getting a feedback from the horse's mouth, wherein the kids love. So that's what's your name, kid?
Ma'am, my name is Arwa.
Arva. Thank you so much for that, valuable input, because it really motivates us to understand what students like, what kids like, and what is missing. So thank you. Really, you made my day, Arva. Okay,
Yes,
tons
ma'am.
and tons of best wishes to you. Definitely, you can, we'll share. I'm not sure if you have scanned it. If you have any questions, you can, take in my number. I'll drop in my number as well. And if you have anything that you would like to know, anything like to share, would love to take that forward. Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. We are ready for taking the next questions. Can I have some more questions coming in? See, my teacher used to say one thing that if you have no questions, either you have understood everything or you were not paying attention at all. So I hope it's the second choice wherein you were paying some attention, at least some bit of it. And, I would love to address if you have any questions, anything that you would like to know, anything that you would like to, inquire about or inquisitive about, we'd love to answer that. I was actually researching, some information.
Hi, ma'am.
Hey, hi.
Hi, ma'am. I'm Rizwana from Tamil Nadu.
Hi, Rizwana.
So I'm already running a Abacus Center, Abacus and VT Max Center. Ma'am, I saw your books. It was really colorful, really colorful. So now I'm following another set of books. So are you selling the books, ma'am?
Yes, we are selling the books. Yes, it is a book offer that we are pitching in today. Yes.
Okay, so if possible, can you share the Abacus syllabus and the price details?
Of course, of course. So Rizwana, on the chat box, my colleague has put in the form. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, okay.
You can just fill out the form, and if you want, you can drop in your contact details as well. When I can
Okay.
connect you post this webinar, and I'll share you the brochures. I'll share you the curriculum part, wherein you can go through that. You can compare, and we can definitely catch up anytime tomorrow or day after.
Yes, okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Right,
So
Uzma.
Malobika,
Yeah.
can we please also mention the offer?
Of course I will. Of course. Uzma says she's looking for one-on-one demo. Yes, Uzma, please fill out the form. It'll help us to, understand more about your requirement, and then we can customize the entire meeting as you want to say. And of course, thank you so much, Ayan, for giving me a reminder. You're just a savior for me always. So the offer that we have for today, because it's a new year, it's a new start, and there's a lot of people who are looking to become an aspired entrepreneur, especially to start your own center in Abacus. We have a flat 10% off on the price. Apart from all the offerings, so obviously you get marketing support. We help you to, design the collaterals, any kind of a onboarding, business proposals, everything that I will personally handhold you step by step to understand more about how to kickstart the business. And a cherry on the top, you get a 10% flat off on starting your Abacus Center, your very own Abacus Center. If you're already running an Abacus Center, you can convert it to Smarty. If you're looking to kickstart your own new journey, we are here to help you. Hope that gives some relief in the pocket and, of course, a little bit of mental peace. Any more questions, please? I would love to take the last few questions of the evening.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Bhargavi. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am. Actually, we are all. I'm already trained. So, do you think I need to take the training again?
Yes. Why? Because we will not tell you or teach you on the technique bit of it, Bhargavi, because see, Abacus is Abacus, but how it is aligned with our curriculum, that's very, very important for you to know. So maybe you will take lesser time compared to anybody who is a non-Abacus trained, but however, we recommend for you to go through the training for sure.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. So you're already, you're running your Abacus Center, Bhargavi, or you're planning to start one?
No, I was actually running. Now, presently, I have stopped. So, I was just confirming.
Okay. You're planning to start, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good thought. Which part of India you're from?
Bangalore.
Ah, okay. Superb. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes. Any more questions? Lakshmikant, Sejal, Uzma, I'm not sure if you filled out the form, and we have somebody joined from MI as well. Okay, great, Lakshmikant. Thank you so much for responding. Anybody else has any questions? Anything that you would like to know? You want me to revisit those bit of the presentation? Anything that I've missed out on? All right. So thank you so much. I think that's call it for a day. Thank you for a patient listener. Hope it was insightful. Hope it was helpful. Yes, Uzma. Price of the books. So the entire training, we are offering a training plus books plus materials plus collaterals. Everything comes off inclusive of 90,000 pricing. So 90,000 gives you a 45 set of books, which is inclusive of your flashcards, gamified stickers, everything is inclusive. And for today, if you're signing up, you get a 10% off, wherein it comes to 81,000 for you as a flat price for the offering for the day. Hope that answers your question.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thanks, Arva. Thanks. Thank you so much. All the best. All the best.
Yes, ma'am. Bye,
Look
ma'am.
forward. Bye. Thank you so much for joining in today. We can wrap it up for the day if you do not have any further questions. Please feel free to reach out to any of us, and you can, if you have filled the form, we will reach out to you soon with your queries, questions, if you have any suggestions, anything that you would like to see, any kind of product that you're, kind of looking forward to, because we will be having nocturnal trainings every week now on. So there is a lot in store for all of you. If you're an educator, you're a teacher, you're a parent, you are just looking to start up your own business, if you're just looking for a startup, you're an established businessman, everything is meant for you and everything is there for, it's there in the store. Thank you so much for everyone. Have a very, very good evening to all of you. Thank you. Signing off for the day.